You ever just know when you got something good? I'm talking about really good, and you're all excited and you're pumped about it? Well, that's how I feel about today's show. Howdy everybody, Johnny Piazza here, host of Dream Makers. And today's episode is gonna be really cool, all right? Because we are starting this thing off with a pronghorn hunt out in North Dakota with a recipient by the name of Jimi. It's his first hunt ever. And then after that, we are stepping it up with a recipient by the name of Devin. And he is gonna be hunting some big old bull elk with the elk master himself, Logan Kostelecki. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of action, and of course, a lot of adventure right here with the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and Dream Makers. Now, if you're watching the show right now and you're like, what the holy heck is the Outdoor Adventure Foundation? Well, I am here to give you a little bit of an education. The Outdoor Adventure Foundation is a nonprofit organization that specializes in providing hunts and other outdoor adventures to youths under the age of 25 with life-threatening illnesses and disabled combat veterans. And I'm just here to tell you folks, this organization does a great job of doing just that. We're about to kick this show off with a pronghorn hunt out in North Dakota with a recipient by the name of Jimi. Now Jimi is a quiet young man, and he's actually never been on a big game hunt before. But the really cool thing about this hunt is that his mom's gonna be joining him. And she is actually big into the outdoors. And she's the one that got Jimi involved as well.
My name is Heather Ferris, and I am James Ferris's mom along for the hunt. Jimi was diagnosed with Burkitt's lymphoma on March 4th of 2023. It's very difficult as a mom. You're there to protect your children and care for them, and there's nothing that you can do to make it better. It's just a wonderful program that you guys have here to get him out here and hiking and enjoying the fresh air, the great outdoors, learning how to hunt, knowing that there's people around that truly do care and want to support children that might not have this opportunity.
Now, as far as where this pronghorn hunt is taking place, is we're headed out to the Schaefer Ranch to meet up with none other than Mr. Barry Schaefer himself.
I'm Barry Schaefer, my wife and I, Nancy. We have a ranch out here, and we've learned to be successful with 12 recipients over the past 7 or 8 years. We're pretty happy with the success, and we're happy to host them.
Now, the Schaefer Ranch is just outside of Medora. Now, Medora is a super cool tourist attraction located in North Dakota, where there's all sorts of things going on. They've got buffalo, they've got wild horses, art, all sorts of tourist attractions and events. And they're actually gonna be taking Jimi to a hot air balloon show, which should be a lot of fun before he gets out and starts hunting some pronghorn.
I'm James Ferris, and we're about to go antelope hunting.
Pronghorn are really cool, okay? Just looking at them, you're like, that thing should not live in North America. But they do. They are fast as heck. You could see one second and then pew, he's f***ing gone. So the guys are gonna be rolling around in the mobile blind, AKA the truck, due to Jimi's condition. Right? They need to cover a lot of ground and see if they can find him a good pronghorn buck.
There's a buck pronghorn right over there.
Oh yeah, look at him right there.
They see a big old buck bedded down, and they're gonna see if they can wrap around and get Jimi a shot. Well, clearly that didn't work out, as spot and stalks often don't. Now this guy runs up on the hill, looks back at him almost to say, hey, you almost got me, and then he goes ahead and clears the country.
Something spooked him.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
So now it is day 2 of antelope hunting. Yesterday we lost a couple big ones. Hopefully we'll get them back today.
Now remember, there are a ton of pronghorn out here. Obviously, I mean, if you're watching the footage, they're dang near running all over. And it actually doesn't take them a long time to come up on another really nice buck.
Yeah, we got an antelope spotted right now. We just need to look over the top of the hill over there and see if it's still there.
Well, he's a long ways out there, man. He's a mile away from here.
We'll go have a look.
Now, antelope are actually really curious critters, all right? You catch them in the right mood and you're not moving around too much, they could dang near walk right up to you to try to figure out what you are. But this buck, he's almost getting a little bit too close. The guy's like, oh, no closer. Now this buck gets a little bit too close for comfort. Jimmy can't get a shot and he ends up figuring out what they are and what's going on, and he takes off. Amongst all the commotion of the first buck, they must have stirred up another smaller group of bucks, because the guys look over and bam, there's actually a really cool antelope, all right? This is a trophy because this guy is non-typical. You can just look at him and see his horns are kind of laid forward and kind of spread out, which is unusual for an antelope. So Jimmy, you gotta make it happen on this one, bud. This is a once-in-a-lifetime buck.
Oh man! There you go! Nice shot!
Buddy! Woo!
Good
How
shot!
does that feel?
Good.
Good?
Yeah. Nice shot.
I'm proud of you.
That's 240 yards. That's a nice one. That's cool. Grab him by the horn. Wow. Nice shot. Right there. Look at that. It's right in the... There you go.
Now Jimmy is a little bit shy, but it is not hard to see that his big outdoor dream has come true. And you have the opportunity to take a young person out and bring them on their first hunt. Please do so, because it really does change lives. Okay, it's changed my life ever since I was a kid, and I went on my first hunt with my dad and mom, and it changes the lives of all our recipients. So if you're out there, bring a kid hunting, bring a new hunter hunting, because we love this for a reason. That being said, we're about to do a whole nother hunt and a whole nother first. We're gonna be taking a recipient by the name of Devin out on his very first elk hunt. We're meeting up with the man that you wanna go elk hunting with, Mr. Logan Kostelecki, out in North Dakota at the 4K Ranch. Dreammakers will be right back. These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields. All right. We just put a funky antelope on the ground with a recipient named Jimmy, and he had an awesome time. But now we're doing something different. Okay, we are headed out to North Dakota to the 4K Ranch, with a recipient by the name of Devin, and he's going to be going on his first elk hunt.
I was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma early in 2022. I finished my last round in December of 2022, and I've been good with all my scans ever since, and so it's good.
We were kind of concerned once we found out it was cancerous, and a lot of things go through your mind as far as how bad it is, what it's going to curtail, how it's going to affect him, his life, and our life.
It's obviously not fun to go through any of the chemo and radiation, but it helped that I was young and I could battle it a little better than some other people, and it really beats you up when you're going through it.
And all things worked out really well, and he's doing well, and I couldn't ask for a better result and the final prognosis as far as everything being clear with him to get back to a normal life and doing stuff with him. It's a great feeling.
Now let me tell you a little bit about Devin. Okay, Devin loves the outdoors, and his big outdoor dream was to go on an elk hunt. But it wasn't just that. He wanted to go on an elk hunt with his hunting partner, his grandfather.
So I was able to go with my grandpa on his elk hunt in 2015, and here we are 8 years later, and I'm getting to return the favor to him. So it's a lot of fun, it's exciting, and I'm glad I got to bring him with. So.
Hi, I'm Jim Michael, Devon grandpa, and I get to take a chance here to hunt with my grandson. He was kind of like more like a son to me. I had him out hunting since he was about 5. Took him out pheasant hunting, fishing, deer hunting, and all that stuff. So he's been with me since he's been about 5 years old.
Now, you know when someone's talented at something, you're like, man, that guy's just got a talent for this. Well, that is Mr. Logan Kostelecki when it comes to hunting elk, okay? He's the elk master, as I call him. This ranch is owned by his family, and he's been hunting out there since he was a youngin'. Now, the cool thing is that Logan is actually a previous recipient of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation as well. Now, he was so changed by his experience and so inspired that he wanted to get involved with the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. And they actually host a recipient on an elk hunt every single year. And Logan, he does a dang good job of it.
I'm Logan Kostelecki, and I host the elk hunt for the Outdoor Adventure Foundation every year on my parents' land. Every year leading up to the hunt, I keep my eyes on the elk herd and kind of scout and get to know what bulls are around and kind of pick out our top 5 or so target bulls that we're hoping to harvest for our hunt.
Now, when you've gone through something tough in your life, it is nice to talk to someone else who has been through a similar situation. And that's what's cool about this hunt, is that Logan and Devin have both battled cancer. So the fact that they're gonna get to hunt together and share their experiences, it's gonna be helpful to both of them, and it's gonna make for a really healing trip.
I did a biopsy of it, and it came back cancerous, and then after that, all the appointments start going through everything, all the chemo and radiation. And
you had radiation?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
I never had. Honestly, it didn't feel like I was really recovering. So much pain, so much fatigue, and just rough shape. It's really a bonding experience, being that I have a way to connect with our recipients specifically, and it's just instantly lifelong friends as soon as we meet.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
So we're feeling pretty good here tonight. The elk have been coming into this food plot cornfield pretty regularly for a couple weeks already. There's some good bulls around, and we're about half a mile from the blind we're gonna sit in for the night.
Now, this food plot was put in pretty much just for this hunt and for Devin. Our friends over at CHS Southwest Grain of Dickinson, North Dakota provided everything that was needed for this beautiful corn plot.
I thought we would maybe have kind of a slow, boring start to our hunt. But on our way in, there's already a cow in there. We made it to the blind without her even spooking, and she was only about 200 yards away. So we're sitting in there, and over the course of about an hour, you know, we initially had the one cow in, and then over an hour or so, another couple, 2 calves came in, and before you know it, we had about 10 elk in front of us.
Oh, a nice bull came up. I think that's a shooter myself. I'm telling you what to shoot, but you don't have to tell me what to shoot, but tell me when to shoot. Oh, yeah, he's a beauty. Here he comes. He's gonna come over the fence. If he jumps, you might want to get. Yeah, that's it. Oh man, that's beautiful. He's got really good fronts. Watch your shot. Don't rush by any means, but instantly get a second shot. You know, I always say shoot till they fall. Here comes another bull. Oh yeah, smaller. Little guy. This one that just came over is normally a shooter to me too. He's not a little one, but he's smaller. You're ready? Yeah. Good. Watch us wait for his head to go back around. Yep.
Move again. Buddy? You just did it. Thank you. You just did it. Oh man. Hey. Oh, good job. Oh, golly.
We'll give them a second for these cows to clear, and then we'll go up there and see what kind of damage we're in for.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Devin.
Thank you. This is awesome.
What a great bull. Wow.
It is.
Well, this is an absolute killer of a point.
That is a stud.
That's nice. My initial thought when I saw the bull in my scope was I was obviously freaking out. When he came out, I knew right away, like, oh, this is a nice bull and we need to take this one.
So Devin does his job, puts another one in him, that bull drops, and the blind goes nuts. The energy was out of this world, and we're high-fiving and hugging, and it was just great.
When it dropped, it was elated. I was just pumped. I was just kind of emotional at that time. So yeah, it was a great time.
I want to thank the Outdoor Adventure Foundation for taking me out on this bull elk hunt. It was a blast. I couldn't ask for a better weekend. So I want to thank Logan, John, and Josh for their hospitality this weekend. The ranch is beautiful, and thank you very much.
It's just amazing what you guys do for people and kids like my grandson to experience this, and that's a once in a lifetime. Hats off to you guys. You did a great job, and it's fun. I think people should donate to the Outdoor Adventure Foundation to provide the opportunity for kids and wounded veterans to take their minds off of things and just enjoy life.
Now clearly we've got to thank the Kosteleckis, both Logan and his dad John, for allowing Devin to come out and take this beautiful bull. We've also got to thank Josh Dalton, who's a local landowner and helped out with this hunt, and the folks over at Bennett Creek Lodge that provided lodging and take really good care of us here at the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. We really are truly blessed to have a bunch of great donors and individuals that help out on these hunts. So Devin got a super nice bull. He made a great shot, and he got to do it with his granddad. And he also got to be joined by a young man, Logan, who knows exactly what he's been through. You know, they got to have some healing time together, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy this awesome experience that few people ever get to see. And that's what the Outdoor Adventure Foundation is all about, folks, is the healing nature of, well, nature. It doesn't matter if it's a pronghorn hunt or an elk hunt. It's all about experiencing the outdoors and these great outdoor adventures that will truly change your life. Now, I've got to thank you personally for watching the show because I've had one heck of a time, and I hope to see you next time, right here on Dream Makers. Produced by the High Road Group.